Hello everyone. So today, I'm sorry for the lighting. I'm sorry for me looking ate up. Basically, that's one of the major topics of the video, and I'll probably do another video on top of this. It has to deal with the other video that I did. This whole work aspect has been really just eating at me, and it's been really messing with me, and that's why you haven't been getting a lot of videos, and I haven't been really doing a lot of things, which will change, and I still gotta fix my Instagram. Anyways, so there's a lot of things going on, and people don't really understand why. They might get mad, or they might leave, or whatever, do whatever you need to do. And I'm not the type of person that is like, oh, we gotta condemn all men, and they're all horrible, but God damn if my workplace isn't just like really making that hard to really really cope with. I work for a progressive company, and I say progressive because a lot of people aren't, and the company itself has been caught with a lot of violations to its own ethical principles. Which I can get into. I'm not going to say the company name again until, unless something happens. And then again, if something happens to me, oh boy, is there going to be some fucking trouble, because I could just unleash, and other people can unleash information. So don't even, yeah. So anyways, I'm not going to list the company, but it's a progressive type of company that isn't so progressive and has been caught before. It is very lax on sexual harassment training. There is none. There is no sexual harassment training. And if you're a female and you work there, you learn pretty quickly that you're not going to really be listened to if you have a complaint. They say you can bring it up to management, which you do, and then nothing really happens. And what happens is that people find out because of the rumor mill. There's a huge rumor mill that goes on there, and retaliation occurs even though the company has a no retaliation policy. That just doesn't happen. That's nice, but that's nice to say, but it doesn't happen, especially when management are in on it too. And actually, there's plenty of lawsuits online, and a lot of the management has been caught with their hands in the cookie jar, when it comes to sexual harassment. Anyways, I might have to do a second video. I don't know how long this video is going to be. I'll try to make it fast. It's going to be hard. Anyway, so I've been dressing down. Now, this is a combination of I don't have my makeup on. I did go makeupless. I have sometimes I go makeupless on here a few times. I look rough. I know I am an older female. So I wear a lot of makeup to kind of make up for that and make myself look a little bit more suitable. And I like color. I'm into like subculture fashion, different types of subculture fashions, which some people equate to prostitution, I guess, because colorful makeup means you're a hooker, I guess. I don't know. I guess that's what that means. I guess if you're an idiot male who doesn't fucking know, even a female, some of the I'm not going to just say the males, because some of the females are in on it. Usually, some of the females in the company that get with the males, their male friends have them bug other girls. So the company, I guess, there's a lot of like sex and a lot of drugs. And I'm not going to judge anyone's lifestyle. If they want to get with someone, they want to engage in substances, I don't care. But you don't go and harass other people and try to pressure them into doing what you want them to do, which is what they do there. They pressure people who don't engage in that sort of activity. Now, I am in a relationship, and I don't begrudge anyone who wants to do open relationships. I've kind of delved in that in the past. Whatever, that's fine. I don't care. Like I said, no judgment. But there's some crazy shit going on, and it's really weird. And I'm going to get in more detail, but the sexual harassment is bad. They use visual cues like sexually eating bananas. Bananas is a huge thing. I work at a grocery store. So, they place bananas everywhere. And the reason why I know this bananas everywhere is a sexual thing is because I've seen guys, and even a female, eat the fucking banana in a sexual manner looking straight at me. And sometimes this is after they go into the restroom. Now, the restroom wasn't a big deal until I noticed a pattern of males coming out of the restroom, looking at me, being very angry, typing on their phone, and then through other communications with other people. I pieced it together, right? There's something weird about the bathrooms. Anyways, I had one of the semi-management person, kind of a supervisory type person, implied that I needed to give someone else, another guy, a blowjob, with his tongue in his mouth, looking at me, looking at the other dude. There's been threats of visual threats of violence, with fists, with other types of stuff. There's one guy that like brandishes one of his like knives, his work knives at me in weird ways, like just weird shit, you know. I mean, it's hard to describe because if you're not there, you're not experiencing it on a daily basis. So it might sound like I'm being paranoid, but I'm not, because I've dealt with this, and like things that seemed weird in the past now make perfect sense. So I guess wearing makeup and wearing what I wear there, which isn't even, I'm not even showing skin like some of the girls do, which you're not supposed to do. You're not supposed to wear ripped jeans to show skin, but some girls do, and they get away with it. So it's really funny. So I stopped wearing makeup. I started wearing like really frumpy stuff, and it's not horrible, but it takes away from my shape. Really baggy pants. Not right now, but I had like these really baggy pants on, yes, the other day, and so it's to take away from my shape. I don't wear glasses. I'm wearing reading glasses, no makeup. I had light makeup on yesterday. I had some lip gloss. My eyebrows were done to match my hair. 2 simple braids. That's it. And some of the people, when I did that, were so upset. Were like visually pissed off. Like, and it's not just shock, and like I could tell when some people were shocked, because some of the girls were, you could tell that they looked shocked. Like it was such a vast difference from what I usually wear and what I usually look like to what I look like. Especially the first day I did it, had no makeup. I wore a long, large hoodie, which other people wear. Other people wear their hoods up, and when I wore my hood up that day, in the middle of the day, one of the management person that's in on the sexual harassment, told one of the other people, one of the other supervisors, to tell me to take it off, and doesn't tell the male employees to take their hoodies off. They wear it all the time. A new girl employee, she wore a hoodie the other day, and I had her experiment with her hoodie, and no one told her to take it off, but they told me to take it off. That day I had no makeup at all, kind of like today. I have no makeup and I had glasses, so I look like this pretty much, and I had like, actually I had my hair not even braided that day, and I had a hoodie up. So anyways, like I got these this one evil, well, not evil, but like really pissed off look. And the guy that gave it to me wears glasses too. What's his deal? He's short, he's fat, he wears glasses. But when I do it, he gets pissed off. Should I get pissed off that you're an ugly ass dude? I mean, seriously. Like, and whatever happened, like, you see all these comments on videos that address, like, the women are dressing down because they're tired of the harassment. Oh, well, if they were good-looking guys, then they would have went. So? I mean, even if that's the case, even if a woman would rather prefer a hot guy looking at her, an attractive guy looking at her, versus an uggo, or a fucking old-ass dude, elderly-ass dude, or dudes with kids, or whatever, or someone that she hasn't even, like, acknowledged in the flirting realm, okay? Like, what, women don't get a choice? You know? They don't get it. Men sure, like, fucking do. They sure don't want to hit on an ugly female. So, like, what the hell? Like, oh, where's this double standard coming in? Like, that shit pisses me off. Like what? Women don't get to choose? Like they don't get to have a preference in who they would like to, if that's what they want to do, who they engage with? And I talk to guys at work that I have no intention of getting with. You know, I have a friend there that I talk to, and I'm always getting, like, not always, but like there are some times when like a certain group of people will give me dirty looks when I talk to this person. Even the management, every time, like, I can talk to other employees and it's fine, but if I talk to him, oh, you guys need to stop talking. Only when I talk to him. You know, it's fucking, it pisses me off. And there's so many more things that I can get into, but this video is going to be fucking long if I do. And I need to do it in another video. And this is not what all my videos are going to be from now on. But it pisses me off that there's such a fucking huge double standard. Like, women have to be perfect, and they better fuck all the ugly dudes that want them, you know. And it's fucking dangerous. There's this whole idea, like, I guess I just assume I'm a prostitute, again, because of the makeup. And it's weird, because I think some of the girls are engaged in some form of prostitution there, related to drugs. And I'm guessing they do it for, you know, willingly, I hope. But, again, I don't know, because there's people that are really, really harassing. You know, they even got security guards following you around the premises, and, like, loss prevention people following you. Like, not all of them, but some of them are, and you can tell when they're doing it. Like, I'm an employee. Like, why don't you go and fucking follow other employees that are other fucking customers that are actually stealing, and let me do my fucking job and stop being a fucking stalker. And I've actually heard some of the loss prevention people go and, like, communicate with other employees that are doing the sexual harassment thing. Oh, she was doing this, and it was obvious they were talking about me. But then it's awkward to call them out on their shit, right? It really is. But yeah, it's just, no, you know, I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, I have to, basically, to combat this, I have to dress down, no makeup, and I gotta, again, just start taking breaks outside. Even though I get, like, dirty, and just, like, ignore the dirty looks. And I'm not the only one that gets dirty looks. I've known other, like, this other new girl, she's really young and pretty. I'm like, oh, great, they're gonna fucking be all over her. And they would give her dirty looks when she went out and eat in her car. You don't fucking get to dictate what I do on my fucking break. You don't get to fucking dictate who I talk to on my fucking break. It's my goddamn fucking break. I'm clocked out, so fuck off. And no, I'm not gonna go in the bathroom and suck you off. It's, it's fucking disgusting. You know, and I think they've got this little thing here, because, you know, they got the threats of violence, and they all communicate with each other, and some of the guys, you know, think they're pimps or something. So I think the whole idea is to have, somehow get a girl into the bathroom. Like, I don't know about it. Other girls have been, I don't know, because I haven't seen any other girls go in the bathroom, the break room bathroom with these dudes, but they also hang out with people at work. And what I've noticed is any girl that gets with a guy from the job, usually they end up with all other guys. That's usually what happens, is they get passed around. You know, and I'm like, no, I'm not gonna get with, like, there's a lot of people in on it, and I'm like, there's no way I'm getting with that. Like, no. But again, I know this is a really chaotic video, and you don't know what I'm talking about because you're not there, and you have no idea what it's hard to really talk about what I deal with on a daily basis. And it's not easy when the management has been in on it. All I know now is to dress down, wear the glasses, look frumpy, leave the building, hopefully it's not raining or whatnot, and then just act really like I have a very airy, kind of free personality. I can't have that anymore because people take it the wrong way, or even people I don't talk to. Like, I've had people that I don't even know, like, from different shifts, when I would sometimes come in early because of when I left and stuff, and like do the weird shit into the break room restrooms. People I didn't even know making eye contact with me, looking at the bathrooms, going in there a long time, coming out, and then coming down and getting mad and slamming shit down and looking at me all hateful and shit. And I'm like, that is like what happens every time. And I'm just getting sick of it. You know, and I didn't know what was going on until I realized there was something weird about the break room. They're getting mad, and then with the visual cues of blowjobs, that's when I finally knew what they wanted me to do. And I'm just like, you know, if other girls want to do that for their drugs or whatever, that's fine. But I'm not in on it. Just leave me alone. I'm not down for, you know, just the danger involved in that. You're going to go inside in a closed space with someone you don't know. You know, who knows? And, you know, and then not to mention all the STDs and fucking, like, just other shit. Like, no. Like, I'm not gonna engage. I don't know, it just pisses me off. All the double standards. And this whole idea, like, I was watching a video, again, of like, oh, well, if they were attractive dudes. Like, there are some attractive dudes at work. I'm not gonna say there isn't, because, you know, there is. And, you know, I'm not single, okay? You know. But, you know, maybe if I was single, but then that's a trap. I feel sorry for all the single person, because, like I said, once they get with one, they end up getting with a whole bunch of, like, not down with, like, every, like, that's a lot of fucking people. But it's just like, and, you know, these same people won't talk to you. And I think they won't talk to you until you go into the bathroom with them. It's weird. Unless it's work-related, they won't talk to you. Like, if they're really interested in you, why wouldn't they want to talk with you? Or even at least try to get to know you on some level. It's really odd. It's the weirdest thing. And I don't know if it's because of the drugs or because they don't... I've heard, like, some things like, well, you know, maybe something about gaining trust because they don't know if they can trust you because of the drugs. And some of it's hard drugs. Like, some of it's, like, really hard stuff. So, you know, I don't know. You know, I'm not down. I'm just not down. And, I mean, I'll let it go. I wasn't, you know, I'm not gonna think them out. But if they're gonna continue this shit, and if they're like if they're really like the whole threat of physical violence, and they have customers that sometimes customers will come in and do some of the stuff the employees are doing, the visual stuff, and the and this new thing is like whistling. Now it's not like whistling a song, and it's not wolf whistling. It's like whistling. Like, I can't whistle. I never learned. I had weird teeth. Whoo, 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 whoo. I don't know. It's a whistle, and they look right at you weird, and they stare you down, and they do this thing, and that's what the employees did. And then I noticed that some of the customers that came in regularly did that. And it's usually when I don't go in the restroom with them, or if I'm talking to the guy that I'm not supposed to talk to, or something like that. It's weird. Like, why would customers be doing that unless they're just trying to add to the intimidation? Or is there something else going on, and are girls expected to get with customers? I don't know. Like, that I have no proof for. I don't know. I'm just saying it's weird. I'm just saying that, again, I'm not mentioning any names. I'm not mentioning any companies. But I hope, you know, if anything happens to me, you know, because I've been passively threatened through conversations with others that they might do something more final, or I might get taken or something. Like, things like that. Like, I'm serious. Like, that shit has happened. And that's why I'm a little on edge. And that's why I look this way. And I just want to do this video. I mean, I'm going to look better for other videos, but I'm just saying that this is what women have to do, even in super progressive areas. And some of these, like, it's all for show. Progressives, like, in this area, they don't really care. Like, some people do. I'm sure some progressives really care about progressive issues, but some of them don't. Some of it is just for, like, the drugs and the crime. They don't want to get caught. And some of it's just for immigration. Like, they just want to, like, be able to do whatever. And sometimes that can be scary, too, because, like, we have a few people at my work that immigrated from different countries recently, within a few years, that are some of the more toxic of the sexual predators and are more violent. The one flashing the knife, he's one of them. So, I mean, and some of these people come from countries that aren't as nice when it comes to female rights. I mean, let's just be honest. I'm not trying to be mean, but let's just be honest. And I'm not trying to say that's the case, because there are plenty of white males that are doing this. It's the whole spectrum. It's the whole spectrum of all the races that is involved in this. But I'm just saying that when it comes to progressive issues, sometimes there's like the whole like, oh, well, we care about this, this, and this, but on the underlying, it's like we want to smuggle drugs in, or we don't want to get caught in our illegal activity. It's some more things like that. And that's just disgusting. That shit pisses me off on such a... Anyways, so I just want to get this out there. Sometimes you have to project yourself in a different way. Like, you might be a certain way, but in order to protect your safety, you might have to become a totally different person in order to protect that safety. At least until you find another place to and leave. But anyways, that's what's going on with me now. I don't know. I've been trying to do. I tried to get some woo-woo working, get some magical vibes going on to counteract this. But you know what? I'm pretty vengeful, and I am vengeful. Like, don't if you fuck with me, I get dark. Like, I go to some fucking dark ass places, and I've been really fucking close to snapping. Like, they've got me triggered so bad, and I hate using that word. I hate it. I do, because I think it's been misused, but it's true. Like, certain whistles, like certain little body movements that they do, that if a customer does it, like, maybe they're just doing it and they're not, but it triggers me, and I kind of like, I get angry, and I just want to hurt someone, and it's not good. They don't know what they're doing when they mess with people they don't know anything about. That's all I'm saying. Sometimes, anyways, I'm pretty vengeful. I can get dark. When I go there in my mind to really dark places. So I'm trying to lessen the blow a bit. I want to, because it's taking me to such a dark, evil place. Seriously, a dark, evil place. So I want to go ahead and reverse, and like, you know, I wasn't trying to be like, you know, whatever they thought. I'm just gonna be frumpy and boring, at least for a little while, because if they keep doing it, I don't know. Like, I'm just saying, like, it's taking me to a dark place. Psychologically, it's messing with me, and I'm just saying, like, I think I'm just gonna, like, I'll do the whole, like, non-attractive thing, and then I'll go ahead and, like, start, like, talking about, like, here and there, talking about, like, lawsuits and law titles and stuff, just to kind of, you know, they try to put me on edge and fuck with me, I'm gonna fuck with them. But anyways, that's where I've been at. I'm sorry, I know I'm gonna lose a whole bunch of subscribers over this video, but it is what it is. Like, I'm done. I'm so fucking done with this bullshit. I want to get back to being the creative person I am. You know, I want to be able to concentrate on that without having all my energy sucked, because I don't know what these criminals are up to. Like, I don't know. But anyways, I'm sorry. I'm going to try to end on a more peaceful note. I hope all you guys have been doing well. I hope you haven't been dealing with a lot of negative bullshit. I hope that you have been feeling creative, been in a creative place. I hope to be there again soon. I have creative at a few things, but not to this scale that I used to. But I want to get back into that. Anyways. And I'll be able to share that with you. Try to get some more readings in. We got the first, I'll try maybe hopefully to do some more readings for next month. Try to get more and try